How's it going, YouTube? Jamie the Kid 00 here, coming to you guys with a tournament diary from today's tournament, which was the last tournament of the September 2012 ban list. I'd like to come to you guys with a similar tournament diary to the one that I had at the end of last format, where I went undefeated and won a tournament with my Macro Rabbit deck last format. But this format, I had a relatively awful locals and ended up going 3-2, losing out to one kind of horrible loss and one pretty fair loss, to be fair. The deck I chose to play was Water. A lot of people were saying I should play Wind Up, but I just wanted to play Water because it's the deck that I really like. I really prefer this deck, and I just think it's the better deck. I mean, Wind Up's, yeah, it won me regionals, and this hasn't been performing too well, but I just really enjoy playing it. So to talk about the way the tournament panned out, I've actually forgotten my round one matchup. So I think actually I'm just going to go through the deck and talk to you guys about... Oh, no, I remember how what my matches were now, so I'll actually talk about them. So round one I actually played against what I think is probably one of my least favourite matchups with this deck. GBs. I played against my friend's Gladiator Beast deck. He's been playing Gladiator Beast for ages. But I guess I kind of lucked out because both games he drew like double Starlight Roads. That was 2 dead cards, and I didn't have the Storm game 1. To run into it, and so he had a dead Starlight Road on board, so I guess I was happy about that. And then round 2 I had the Storm, but I also had Game, and I reckoned his face downs were Roads because he'd had these face downs there permanently for the whole game. They hadn't done anything, so the only thing I was reading them as was Roads, so I just went for Game anyway with the face downs, and it turned out they were Roads. So I'm sorry, Craig. I'm sorry you had double Road, and I'm sorry I didn't Storm, but I read them. Round 2, I ended up going against another friend who played Lightsworn, and I hate playing against Lightsworn because I constantly just think that they're going to mill 4 and go JD. And so game 1, he went first, summoned Trooper, milled 3, and ended. And I was a dick, and I went Megalodiva. Swing, I did the normal OTK of dealing damage with Marksman, and I left him on 400 life points. The next turn he did loads of mill shenanigans with Charge, re-inked for a JD, dropped the JD, and only had 400 life points, so he couldn't pay, so he started taking out my field slowly but surely. But eventually, after a massive grind game and of Necro Gardener being a bitch, I eventually managed to win out, and then game 2, it was much more straightforward, and it was just OTK central. So, again, I'm sorry, but OTKs are crazy. Round 3, I played against my friend James, because I know a lot of you guys who are my subscribers actually know who James is, because he's in loads of my videos. He was playing Mermail as well. And game 1, I opened up infinitely better than him, and I just kind of wrecked face, because in the mirror match, when you open better, you wreck face pretty quick. Game 2 was pretty kind of standoffish. The losses started coming in when I just made quite a few misplays. Like, I made Pike when he torrentialed both my Lind and his Lind, so my Pike came out and missed timing because, of course, his Lind had to resolve. And I made just quite a few horrible, glaring misplays. Like, I went for I had 5 Waters Engrave, and I was getting a Dragoon Search, and I went for Diva instead of Moulin. I made some really dumb plays. I don't know what happened. And then game 3, I just couldn't pull it back. Game 3 went in his favour, and I just could not pull the advantage back, and that was game. Round 4, I really thought, yeah, let's try and make this a 4-1 tournament. 4-1 will be good for the end of the format, I guess. Then my opponent sat down. I had no idea what he was playing, and he goes, right, first turn, Duali reveals DD Survivor, Sarko, MST. And I'm like, oh, please, God, no. And then he takes the Sarko and Sarks for Macrocosmos. And I go, oh my God, I'm playing against Macro Monarchs. Of all the decks to play against, I'm playing Macro Monarchs. And he then proceeded to, I think he went Sark, set 1 back row, pass. And I was like, okay. My turn, I then went Megalo. I went, oh God, I have to win this game. Otherwise, he's just going to go Gorilla Biscuits. Well, I have to win this turn, otherwise he's going to go Gorilla Biscuits with macros and stuff. I went, anything in his standby phase? He went, no. And I went, main phase? He went, yeah, that's fine. I just went, Megalo, Diva. Just before he could even, like, try and activate any macro or anything like that, I just went, Megalo, Diva, swing. Because that seemed to be all the plays I can make with this deck. But I think I it was either Megalo Diva or Undyne for Megalo, but I put him on like no life points and then just won from there because I was just like, no, you are not having that macro. I have to win this game fast. No macro for you. Then game 2, I sided in 3 MST, 1 Dust, and 2 Iron Wall, and I didn't see any of them, and I got macroed into the ground. And then game 3, I drew really ass. I opened like a controller and some crap, and he turned 1 macroed. So no, I went. Undyne did a little search, but I didn't have like anything to make a Megalo in hand life, so I just searched a Diva, and he went. I went. Undyne, set Dust, go, and he went MST your Dust, play Fissure, play Survivor to kill your Undyne, and from then on it was like 10 turns of me throwing monsters into the meat grinder and him like chiasing things and crap like that. And Diva helped for a while, but just didn't get me enough momentum over that Survivor, and then eventually I drew into an Iron Wall when I had an Undyne in hand, which was still live because I'd only seen 1 controller. And I said, I thought if I set this wall, I can get it going. I set the wall, he end face faced. So, what are you gonna do? That was just sad times. But that put me on. I then just proceeded to lose because I couldn't grind out the game. So that then put me on 2-2, and I ended up playing against someone playing just Dark Monsters deck. It was just Dark Monsters and Dark Creator, and I won. But I lost game 1 just because he ground me out. He had like way more resources than me. It was kind of surprising. And then just game 2 and 3, I was just like herped up, OTKs, fast plays. But that was how the day went. I'm not very happy about having to play against Macro Monarch and just like not seeing my 6 outs at all. But shit happens, yo. Shit happens. And I realised there was 1 card on my side that I probably should have put in against him, which I completely forgot to. But it was a little secret tech that I put in today. But well, let's talk about the deck, because I think the deck is exactly the same as it's always been, but the side deck is quite interesting. And I mean, some of you guys will be new to this tournament diary thing. So I played 1 Moulin. I actually got my arse in gear. Those of you who watched last tournament diary will remember that I never dropped Moulin, and I don't know why. So today I actually started to try and focus on making Moulin plays, and I dropped him every round except for against James. I completely did my bender and completely forgot. But every other round I dropped Moulin, so that was great. I really focused on it, and it won 1 games. 1 lead. Lead was okay. It was a bit more lackluster. I'd consider dropping it, but in fact I might have to test the locals without it. But at the same time, whenever I side it out, I miss it. So that's the kind of thing that's stopping me dropping it. Then I played Triple Megalo. Again, staple in my opinion. You don't want to play 2. 3 is so good. I've never for any moment missed playing 2. I'm always happy to see it. Always happy to draw it. So Triple Megalo. Triple Lind. These do clog a little bit, but I like 3. I really would rather have 3 than 2. So I'd rather not draw 1 and then have like only 1 for my 3 spheres. So I like 3. And then Double Pike. Sometimes I wish I played 3 because I drew this a lot. A lot of my popular opening hands were Pike, Controller, no other monsters. That happened a lot, which was not fun. Although sometimes it was Pike, Controller, Dragoons, and I could play out of it. But Pike, Controller, Dragoons, or just at least Pike, Controller happens a lot. So that's the Mermail aspect. No Teuses. I will say this now, I do not play Teus because I am not playing the Billy Break Jeff Jones build. A lot of people messaged me on my last video saying, where are the Teuses and where are the Squalls? Not playing that variant. Teuses are not very good in this deck. If you're going to play Teus, you play a deck geared towards it. You don't just splash it in anything. It's bad in this variant. Play it in the Jeff Jones deck. Hopefully that will stop you guys asking. Right. Carrying on through the Atlantean engine, we played 3 copies of Atlantean Dragoons. Just absolutely amazing card. A lot of the time I found myself going Diva Marksman, swinging with a Marksman, and not having a Dragoons because I kept on opening like double Dragoons and ditching them for Megalo. Just not having, like, running out of Dragoons before I ran out of Marksman. So I kept on having, like, Diva Marksman and get infantry, which was not fun. Then we played, of course, the Triple Marksman. And as you guys know, I'm a fan of playing 3 heavy infantry because of the removal. Because you need removal. Removal is good. Then for the non-Atlantean stuff, we play 3 Deep Sea Diva because 3 Deep Sea Diva is boss. And as you know, I really like the Diva Megalo OTK because you just go Megalo, ditch this to kill a monster. I like ditch the Dragoons, search the Diva, summon the Diva, OTK. Good game. Then I played 3 copies of Gen X Undyne, because it's Gen X Undyne, and it's very good in this variant. I mean, of course, the Jeff Jones deck doesn't play it, and I understand why, but it's Undyne. And then I played 2 of my worst enemy, Genix Controller, because I would draw this all day and make my Undynes dead all day. And I hate it so much. I wish this wasn't part of its effect. I just wish Undyne was a cost to do nothing. But sadly, it has to play this card. And then I play 1 Gauze. That is the monster lineup. It is many. I don't remember how many it is, but it is many. I should remind you guys this is a 43 card main deck. So, before you ask. Then for the spells I play 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Storm, 1 Allure, because you've got to play Allure, 1 Avarice, and then 3 Salvage for your combo plays. I had a funny play today where an opponent would, when I went Megalo, Ditch 2, Ditch a Heavy Infantry and a Marksman, killer face down, killer face up. And he went, yeah, Compulse. I was like, okay. Salvage, get them back, kill the rest of your board, drop Megalo. So, and then it had like Megalo, 2 Spheres, which was fun. So that was fun with Salvage. Then for the traps I played Triple Sphere, because 3 Sphere is boss, Double Torrential, and then Double Mirror. Again, I have no real regrets about the trap lineup. Just genuinely really happy with it. Then for the extra deck, the extra deck is like literally identical to what I've always been playing. So the extra is Armory, Librarian, Castor, Deloran, Gungnir, Sky Dragon, this one. So like literally no difference from like what I've played since the very beginning. Then for the Exceeders, I play 1 Gachi, 1 Zenmaines, 1 Leviathan, 1 Trite, 1 Bahamut, 1 Dweller, 1 Big Eye, and of course 1 Gaius. This card is amazing. Like it won me 1 game. I only made it once, but it won me the game I made it in. So still really good. Play it in all the variants, but I know it's very good in the Jeff Jones build. Then quickly for the side, I played Double Veiler. These went in against Light Swarms because I didn't really have much of a side against them. Double Maxi, because Maxi is Maxi. 1 Lost Blue Breaker, because I felt like taking this in. I thought it'd be a bit of fun, and I completely forgot to side it in against the macro player. I thought that a searchable MST would be great, but I never actually put it in, so I need to try putting it in more. For the spells, I played the 3 Space Typhoon. Then for the traps, I played Double Gozen, Double Iron Wall, Double Shadow Mirror, and 1 Dust to change up the list a little bit. That's literally the thing I changed the most, because I feel happy with the main deck. But otherwise, that's about everything I want to talk about from this locals. So a bit of an unsatisfactory result, but we live and learn. We live and learn. Otherwise, that's about everything I want to talk about. This is Jamie the Kid 00. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.